I buried my wife 20 years ago.
I was standing there when they closed her coffin. I watched them lower her into the ground. You don't forget that sound. Dirt hitting wood. So tell me something. How was she standing at my door yesterday? She knocked. And when I opened it, she was there. In a delivery uniform. Holding a package with my name on it. She looked exactly the way she did the day we first met. The same eyes. The same smile. Like time had been waiting for her. I didn't scream. I didn't move. Because my heart recognized her before my mind could stop it. And the strangest part? I never ordered anything. And when I opened the box she handed me, it was empty.
Some houses don't become empty when a person dies. They become louder. Because the silence starts learning her voice. The walls begin keeping her footsteps. And the air refuses to forget her perfume. I didn't lose my wife the day she stopped breathing. I lost her slowly. The first night I reached for her hand in the dark and found only cold sheets. That was a death. The first morning I poured coffee into 2 cups without thinking. That was another. Grief doesn't arrive like a storm. It seeps in like water through wood. Quiet. Patient. Permanent. My name is Walter Hayes. I'm 72 years old. Retired. Widowed. And if you ask the people on this street, I'm the quiet man at the corner house. They don't mean it cruelly. They just don't know how to say. He hasn't moved on. Truth is, I did move on. Just not forward. Every morning I wake up at the same time she used to. Not because I need to, but because my body still belongs to her rhythm. My feet know the path to the kitchen without asking permission from my mind. The floorboards creak in the same places. She used to step around the third one from the door because it was louder than the others. I still step around it too. I open the cabinet. 2 mugs. Always 2. One plain. One with small blue flowers painted around the rim. She bought that mug during a trip we couldn't afford. She held it up to the sunlight and said, "If we're going to be broke, at least let's be happy while we're doing it." I laughed at her then. Now I just hold the mug longer than necessary. I boil the kettle. The sound fills the kitchen like a heartbeat. And without thinking, I set out 2 cups. It takes a full 10 seconds before I remember. There is no second person to drink it. But I don't put the cup away. Because if I stop doing the small things, it becomes real all over again. People think grief is crying. Grief is objects. Grief is the sweater still folded on the chair in the living room. The one she wore on cold evenings. Grief is the bowl of keys by the door, mine, hers, and the third key we never used but kept anyway. Grief is the little ceramic bird on the windowsill. She placed it there because she said it looked lonely. Everything needs a friend, Walter, she told me. Even decorations. I used to roll my eyes at that. Now I nod at the bird like it understands me. The house is full of her fingerprints. Not the kind you can wipe away. The couch pillows still follow her pattern. Big pillow. Small pillow. Big pillow. She said symmetry calms the heart. So I fix them if they shift. Because this house is the last place on earth where she still wins. Sometimes I smile. Just for a second. A small, guilty smile. Like I'm cheating on my sadness. Then the smile fades. And that heavy ache returns to my chest. On the mantel above the fireplace, there's a photograph of us. I was young enough to believe time was endless. She was laughing like she invented happiness. People say she had a beautiful smile. But they don't understand. Her smile wasn't pretty. It was safe. Like whatever disaster life threw at you, her smile could hold you steady. I stand there longer than I should. And I do the thing I never tell anyone. I speak to the photo. Not dramatically. Not like in movies. Just honestly. Morning, sweetheart, I say. I'm still here. Sometimes I tell her about the weather. Sometimes about the neighbor's dog digging holes again. Small things. Because big things hurt too much to say out loud. Today I look at the small crack in the frame. I'll fix it, I tell her. I've been saying that for years. Fixing it would mean accepting time moved. And I don't want time to move. There's a knock at the side window. It's Mrs. Donnelly from next door. She waves like she's trying to pull me back into the world. I open the window a little. Walter, you eating? She asks. Yes, ma'am. She studies my face longer than comfortable. You don't have to be alone all the time. Alone. People use that word like it's a problem you can solve with company. She softens. She loved you, you know. I nod. I know. Some kindness hurts more than cruelty. She leaves a container of stew on the porch. I watch her walk away slowly. Then I go back inside. Back to the routine. Back to the quiet. I sit in my armchair with a book I'm not reading. The pages turn. But my mind doesn't. It stays in yesterday. In 10 years ago. In 40 years ago. My eyes drift toward the front door. I don't know why. Just a feeling. A small itch under the skin. I shake my head. No one is coming. There's never anyone coming. I stand up and walk to the hallway mirror. For a moment, I don't recognize the man staring back. He looks like someone who has been waiting so long. He forgot what for. I adjust my collar. Why? There's no one here to see it. And then 3 knocks. On the front door. Simple. Ordinary. But my heart reacts like it heard a ghost. I walk slowly. The hallway feels longer than usual. My hand rests against the door. For one dangerous second, I imagine it's her on the other side. Not because I think she's alive, but because grief makes you desperate enough to consider impossible miracles. I open the door, and the world shifts. A young woman stands on the porch. Delivery uniform. Hair pulled back. A small package under her arm. She smiles politely. Delivery for Walter Hayes? Her voice is not my wife's. But my breath catches anyway. Because her face looks like something time forgot to erase. The shape of her eyes. The curve of her mouth. Even the way she tilts her head slightly when she speaks. I have seen that before. Not in dreams. In life. A lifetime ago. She looks at me with mild concern. Sir? Are you okay? I realize I'm staring. I didn't order anything, I manage. She checks the label. It's addressed to you. She holds it out gently. Normal details. Chipped nail polish. A tired expression from a long shift. Real. Human. But my heart doesn't care about logic. My heart is screaming. I take the package carefully. Our fingers don't touch. Thank God. Because I don't know what would happen if they did. Have a good day, she says. She turns to leave. Then, right before stepping off the porch, she looks back. Just once. Not flirtatious. Not dramatic. Just curious. Like she sensed she stepped into something she doesn't understand. Our eyes meet. For a heartbeat, everything goes silent. Then she walks away. And I stand there holding a package I never ordered. With a heart that has just been reminded it is still capable of reacting. I close the door gently. I place the box on the kitchen table. Cardboard. Tape. Label. So ordinary. Yet it feels heavy. I cut it open slowly. Inside. Nothing. No item. No note. No explanation. Just empty space. An empty box addressed to me. I stare at it. An empty delivery. From no one. I look toward the door again. Who are you? I whisper. That night, I don't sleep. The house feels different. Not happier. Not brighter. Just disturbed. Near dawn, I stand in front of my wife's photograph again. I don't say good morning. I don't say I miss you. I just ask one honest question. Would you be angry if my heart noticed her? The room gives no answer. Of course it doesn't. But something inside me shifts. Not betrayal. Not permission. Just awareness. The sky outside begins to lighten. For the first time in years, I watch the sunrise. It doesn't feel joyful. It doesn't feel peaceful. It feels possible. And that terrifies me. Because tomorrow, she might come back. Or she might not. Either way, the moment I saw her face, my grief stopped being the only thing living in this house. And I don't know if that's a blessing, or the beginning of something I'm not ready to survive.